Hello. Okay, Lindsay and William, I'm going to talk about your final project proposals. So, Lindsay, I'm going to start with you. Okay, so this is wonderful. I love that you're going after something that matters. It speaks a lot about your character. One thing I can suggest is someone who's taught and worked in design for a long time. Um, Too many decorative fonts will make the piece look unfinished and sort of without a clear direction. So if you do want to use a lot of different fonts, then you need a something to tie in every screen. So as you develop the look and feel for this, you want to think about color, um, or animation style. And the other thing you can do is just to limit the fonts. Maybe you want a sans serif and then a decorative font, and then use variety with those. So you know that most typefaces will come with bold, black, italics. You can also play with, endless animation possibilities, as well as scale and spacing. So what I would do is really just use two fonts and then use a variety within. Anyway, I'm glad to see that you have a clear direction. I think, though, that this might be too much content for you. Um, if you just have it showing up on the screen and leaving, you could do that, but it won't be very interesting. So consider just doing one of these paragraphs or cutting it up into pieces that you do want to use, because you want to think about every line being animated. As we move forward, you'll start to see that. So the minimum time for this movie is like 45 seconds. That's the other thing to keep in mind. Okay, nicely done though. Very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how this develops. There's so much you could do with anxiety. There's so much contrast. There's anxiety, and then there's peaceful solitude. Okay, so you're going to do a total opposite, is customizing an automobile shop. All right, so a window tint, that's interesting. I think you've picked a good font there. The only issue that I see is you need to do this without images. So you can do a lot of cool sort of masking things with the idea of maybe super bright letters kind of getting a gradient sort of shadow across them. Um, Let me pause this for a second so I can read this thoroughly. So yours is all about the excitement of customizing a car. It's not just about tint. I saw that website, BMW window tint, so I assume that. But you want to show every sort of element. So for you, you can really play with different fonts and um, fun animation. You can even use type to make up a car. There is something called type as image. So let me just look that up right now. Get my browser going. Type as image car. And again, I got to say that, let me type in typography. You can't use graphics in here. So you're going to have to think about letters as the artwork. So you can, I mean, this is an old buggy, right? But I can show you how to do this, and you can actually have all these things come in to make up the car, and you can do a really fun animation that way. Anyway, what the both of you do have in common is a real clear goal, and I really like that. So, William, what you need to do as soon as possible is write the content, because that's really going to drive your piece. All right, so great. Looking forward to these developing. Let me know if you have any questions.